Hello everyone, I'm back again with my new video in my Shiksha channel. Today we'll continue with the story which we were doing previously. Please refer to all my videos because it's a continuation, it's going serial wise. Now, remember we were doing Red Riding Hood, the famous fairy tale. Now I'll be telling some sentences of it. You can create your own story with your own ending. But I am referring to the story which has already been told, where we'll concentrate on punctuation for speaking and we'll develop listening skills along with reading skills. Now let's begin. So remember, Red Riding Hood was a little girl. Now she's carrying the basket with her and walking down the forest, through the forest, and reaching her grandmother. But do you know what happened? On the way, she met a wolf and she got frightened. The wolf is saying, "Don't worry, I'm your friend. Do you need help?" "No, no," said the Red Riding Hood. "I can go myself." "Where are you going?" "I'm going to my grandmother's house." "What for?" "She is not well, so I'm going to give fruits, medicines, biscuit, bread, jam, and I'll be for some time with her." Now, the wolf is very clever. He quickly got the direction, entered grandmother's house, and do you know what he did? He just jumped, pounced on her, and swallowed him. Now, in the meantime, Red Riding Hood came there. She knocked at the door, entered, and found, actually, she was thinking grandmother, found her grandmother lying down with a nice blanket on her. But as she was talking, he said, "Grandmother, grandmother, what big ears you have to hear you," said the wolf. "What big eyes you have to see you," said the wolf. "What big mouth you have to eat you," and he pounced on him. And imagine what happened to Red Riding Hood. Before she could understand, she ran away and started shouting, "Help! Help!" And who came there? Her father, who was also a woodcutter, came running down. And then you know what will happen. The wolf was killed and popped up who? Grandmother. So after that, they lived happily together. So you can read this from any fairy tale where Red Riding Hood is given, or there are many other stories which are very, very interesting and beautiful with lot of pictures. You can create your own story with lovely pictures. Now I want to concentrate on certain features. Now first, previously I had told you all these are language tools which you need all these skills for developing your language. Now, punctuation also I had referred to the most important, but here I am going to introduce inverted commas. See, the commas are inverted, and also this comma should be on top. So that is called apostrophe, not a comma. When it is down, it's called comma, but when it is put up, it is called apostrophe. Now, in the story, if you see or write on your own, there will be inverted commas. Now, what is the use of inverted commas? See, I told you that the story is written in past tense. But when we are conversing, when we are speaking, we always speak in present tense. But then you have to put inverted commas. That is called direct speech. But if you want to change it into a statement, then we don't use inverted commas. We only use commas, ordinary commas. and full stop and capital letter. Whenever you speak something to another, you have to use all these question mark and all are there. But you have to start the sentence with the inverted comma and end after exclamatory mark or question mark with inverted commas. And when, like we say, grandmother's house, mother's medicine, something like that, now it means house of mother or house of grandmother, then we put apostrophe or short form like don't. Be very careful, don't talk to anybody. So do not shifts into don't. So let's do that and frame one or two questions. And also you can, for developing your understanding skills, you can identify the nouns and you can also frame questions on your own and also punctuation. Now punctuation are important when you're speaking also because you have to pause when there is full stop, when there is comma. Now supposing we talk about apostrophe. So grandmother's house. Who was going to grandmother's house? Red Riding Hood. Now here if you observe, grandmother's, it is apostrophe. That means house of grandmother. Short form is grandmother's house. See, it's a noun, common noun. House of, instead of, we did short form grandmother's house. Way of writing is also different. House comes first. House of grandmother. We generally use for common nouns. And this is a verb. Second one is a verb. Don't talk to anybody, supposing the mother told Red Riding Hood, don't. Now here also you observe apostrophe, but this is do not. This is not a noun, this is verb, but short form. Instead of not, we put apostrophe. Don't. So like this, you will be seeing when you read a story. Now, so you remember, there's a difference between this is a verb and that is a noun. Now, when somebody is talking, like mother is talking to Red Riding Hood, or the wolf is talking to Red Riding Hood, then, or Red Riding Hood is asking a question. It is in present tense. Where are you going? Supposing the wolf is asking, where are you going? Now, this is, see, it's not in the past tense. Are is present tense. And always I told you before also, when you make a question, for sentences, subject comes first. But in question, first the verb comes. Are, you, there are two verbs, but in between comes the subject. This is not a noun, it's a pronoun. Where are you going? So, in between two verbs, it's actually one verb, are going. And in between comes the pronoun you. Where are you going? So automatically your pronunciation also changes. There should be feeling. Where are you going? So like this. Now before that you put where because it's a place. So she will be answering. Now this you're putting in inverted commas. Where are you going? After question mark comes the inverted commas. Not before it. After you complete the full, this is a sentence. Where are you going? Though it is in a question mark form. And you put inverted commas. Now, another question. This thing. Punctuation. Supposing Red Riding Hood was very excited to go to her grandmother's house. And she says, oh, how nice. So she puts an exclamation. So we put an exclamation mark. Why? Because she's expressing feelings. Oh, wonderful, supposing. Now, again, we put this in inverted commas. And before ending with inverted commas, we put exclamatory mark and then inverted commas. So like this, you practice, keep on observing, and let's frame one or two questions. Now, since we have done the story in past tense, so we can make question like this. Whom did she meet? Whom did? Now see, it was, so it's past tense. She met the wolf. Met is past tense. So we make questions with did now. In past tense, only we use did for making beginning a question. Of course, was and all is there, was, were. Otherwise, did. Who did Red Riding Hood? Either you say Red Riding Hood, I have written in short form, meet. Now see the second verb, this is another verb, but this is present tense. Whom did she meet? Maybe you can extend on the way. Whom did she meet on the way? Now see what I'm trying to tell you, that when you make a question, the verb comes first. There are two verbs. One verb, did. Present tense will be do or does. Here, past tense only did. Why we are writing in past tense? Because the whole story is in past tense. Now, did, because it's a person whom, either who, whom, whose. Whose is for belonging. Now, uh, whom did Red Riding Hood meet? Second verb is always in the present tense. So, whom did she meet? First one is did. Did shows you it is past tense. So it may be the answer will be Red Riding Hood met the wolf on the way. So the answer will not be did and all. Directly you can say did meet changes into met. So all this we'll continue again, and till then try to read storybooks, read aloud, speak with your friends, and also if you have any suggestions or queries or any assignments, if you do, you can send them and I can see and help you with the answers, or I'll also make some assignments and you can solve them. We can solve together. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching and listening to my video.